cause I be busting the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about a paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be busting the dope moves.
We go again, same old stuff again. So, I was in the middle of making a video, but
I watch your Wilder filth too.
Can I read you the definition of nuclear fusion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The sun is a main sequence star and thus generates energy by nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei into helium. In its core, into helium. The sun fuses 500 million metric tons of hydrogen each second. The formation of nuclei with masses up to iron 56 releases energy as illustrated above. Now they can't see the picture, but the last couple I've been putting pictures in them. So, nuclear fusion is something that we coined the name of because it's how we believe the sun came to be. We've been trying to recreate.
What does nuclear fusion got to do with the fuck? Like, you're just talking about the sun?
I'm going to tell y'all because that's what nuclear fusion relates to. So anybody who ever takes, let me explain something to you. All right, let me make a determinative statement that will clear up what I'm saying. Mankind has not figured out nuclear fusion. Nowhere on this earth can we prove, control, or create our own energy. That's not what we do. Something else creates the energy we use.
So how your energy come about of you being a fuck Brock? You. Oh my God, man. This shit is bad, y'all.
Paco, life does not exist one way. How come a dragonfly lives for 24 hours and I can live up to over 100 years? Because things live differently. You are comparing yourself in human beings to celestial bodies, which we only know very minimum about. They don't work.
You know minimum about it.
Paco, but you're acting like you know more. You can't possibly know that a sun goes through the same processes as you.
I don't think I know more about it. That's the thing.
What I'm asking you do need to know more about it. You do need to know more.
You think you know more
Paco,
about it.
I know more than you. I know more than you. I know that the sun. I know that the sun don't have cells like people. I know that nuclear fusion is not how babies are born or how people get pregnant. That's not nuclear, cellular. You're comparing yourself to something beyond you.
And I know that you've been trying to look up Queen Europa.
I did look up Queen Europa, but you did the same thing again. You did the same thing again. You did the same thing you always do. You said in the last video, well, the video I'm currently cutting up.
Make up something.
No, it's in the video. It's in the video I'm currently cutting up. You gonna hear it. You said that Queen Europa is who Europe was named after, right? And you said she cast some white people with leprosy out of Tunisia or something like that?
I ain't say Tunisia. I said out of North Africa.
Okay, out of North Africa. Fine. This is what I want him to know and I want y'all to know. And he even said it.
Tunisia is where white people come from.
So listen, y'all. I just wanted to use that as to show y'all he never knows what he's talking about. He's always why he's wrong.
He's looking up my stuff and getting things off it and telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
I'm gonna tell y'all why he don't know what he's talking about.
How dumb can you be?
I'm gonna tell y'all why he don't know what he's talking about. Because Queen Europa is 1500 AD. That's why he don't know what he's talking about. He talking about
1500 years AD.
He talking about during the time, like right when slavery was starting.
How old is white people, you young fucking dumb fucking Brock?
Okay,
How old is fucking white people?
Listen, y'all. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all how stupid he is. I want to show y'all how stupid he is. Paco, did Julius Caesar exist before 1500 AD?
Did Julius Caesar? I don't fucking know.
Of course he did, y'all, because he died in BC. He was assassinated in BC. So we know that the Romans had an empire before the Moors came in. Listen, y'all, if y'all want to tell the story straight, the Romans...
He using act like he telling the truth, guys. That's not,
I am telling the
that's not
truth,
correct.
y'all.
That's not correct.
The date is on there at 711 BC. The Roman Empire broke up in like 711 AD. The
That's
Roman.
what Egyptologists do. They use these fucking dates to try to confuse people.
Listen, y'all. I tried to do this before when we talked about Saint Nicholas. Remember, y'all, when I ran down the timeline and I said, well, if Julius Caesar was assassinated in BC, but the
You take everything from us. You just told him he wasn't no more. You just
listen,
y'all.
listen,
Give
y'all.
it all the white fucking people.
Listen,
That's
y'all.
what you do.
Listen, y'all. He misplaced. He gives things to the people he claims he is. I'm not giving anything to anybody because I don't think. Listen, y'all. I don't think these are good things. He do. I don't think the things that these European nations, these Moorish nations, these Hebrew nations, these Afro-Asiatic nations, I don't think the things that they were doing is good. I think it's part of why the world is fucked up today. So what I'm telling y'all, so what I'm telling y'all is I'm not giving credit. I'm passing blame. He says I'm giving credit. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. He's saying I'm giving credit to people. That shows you what his mentality is on this subject.
You are, bro. That's all you do.
Listen, y'all. I'm passing blame.
Just like it wasn't no fucking niggas over here until white men got over here. It was the fuck you been telling me and race fucking people.
So listen, y'all.
Crazy shit.
So listen, y'all. He listen. This is the sad thing about it. This is the sad thing. He knows I'm recorded saying that I believe the Olmecs is black, and we both know the Olmecs was here before now.
Fuck the Olmecs, nigga. It was more fucking people than the fucking Olmecs, man.
I'm gonna take it slow today. This is what I want y'all to know.
No, you're being slow about this. You just talking about Olmecs.
I'm gonna take it. Listen, y'all. I don't have to guess and say that there's more people because the Olmecs is here and because that's what he's doing.
That's that white talk, man.
Listen, y'all. I don't have to believe in anything that there's not evidence for. Nobody can make me. I don't.
Who's making your evidence is what I keep asking.
What I'm explaining to y'all, okay?
I'm telling you,
y'all want me to show y'all? Y'all want me to show y'all my evidence? My evidence is that the Olmecs exist. Now listen.
Did Queen Europa cast people into fucking Europe or not?
I don't. But that wasn't what he said, y'all. He said that's where white people came from. That's
Good
incorrect.
Lord.
I got it recorded. It's going to come out. I was chopping it up when he called me. That's what he said, and I told him you're incorrect. So what I want y'all to know is that white people exist far before Europa, far before Moors.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. The Gervetan cultures. There's thousands of cultures that are not civilizations where they found things
and we all know it's more than one group of fucking white people too.
Agreed. So what I want him to understand is this. Once those white people live amongst any group of black people and mix with them, they are no longer the same white people. It's the same thing with everybody.
There was some black people that thought they was acting atheists, and she fucking casted them the fuck away into them fucking Caucasus Mountains.
Listen, y'all.
That's what she did.
Listen, y'all.
That's what she did.
Listen, y'all. They was acting atheists, right? According
to
to
him. She threw some atheists up in them Caucasus Mountains, bro.
But listen.
Read about it.
But listen, when those people that he calling atheists go on a global conquest, don't they use religion, y'all? So we know they wasn't atheists.
Everybody do, including you if you want to take over something.
But listen, y'all, I'm not trying to take over nothing.
Well, don't fucking worry about religion then.
What I'm explaining to him is when he say that people have a Hebrew culture in a time when Hebrews didn't exist, that's ridiculousness. So Native Americans, black or red, whatever he want to call them, was here 100,000 years ago when Hebrews didn't exist. When then language...
And they don't got to be fucking Hebrews, man. What the fuck?
So how do they have a Hebrew culture?
Oh my God.
So how do they have a Hebrew culture?
Bro. That's why.
How can you have a Hebrew culture but Hebrews didn't exist?
Nobody's Hebrew.
How can you have a Hebrew culture if Hebrews didn't exist?
Because they had a culture that eventually was called Hebrew in our modern fucking day.
So listen, y'all. Listen to this, y'all. People in America 100,000 years ago had a Hebrew culture, and then later on, the Hebrew culture pops up in Israel, y'all.
But why do you want it to be a specific name? You're not understanding what you be saying, dog, and that's all I'll be trying to tell you.
What I'm explaining to him, y'all, is this. He's the one who
Anybody else light a flick on and be like, yo, you know what, Pot? That's true.
It's not
true. But yours got to flick off and be against what I'm saying.
But it's not true, y'all. What he's saying is not true. Native Americans are not Hebrews. Native Americans don't come from Hebrews or share genetics with Hebrews.
So that's why every fucking body know that but you. That
Listen,
they fucking had,
I want y'all to understand something.
Everybody know they spoke a Phoenician and Hebrew fucking tongue.
Listen,
but you telling me
y'all,
that
that's
none of them was fucking
bullshit.
Hebrew.
Listen, y'all,
What the fuck?
they languages and they DNA trace back to Asian, not Hebrews.
Oh my God,
Yo,
man.
this is
In
fact.
South America, they've been mixed cultures. In South America, they've been mixed cultures.
But listen, what I want to explain to y'all is
This guy.
this. What I want to explain to y'all is this. It would be
But before even they mixed cultures, they was following that Hebrew shit.
No, they wasn't, because it didn't exist. It
Oh
didn't
my
exist.
God. The word that you keep saying did not exist, bro.
The language that
exist, bro.
Paco, the language that the Hebrews passed on through their religion.
If you keep getting killed by what I'm saying, if you keep getting stung by what I'm saying, and I'm telling you what it is, Hebrew is something new.
Correct.
New. But the culture is old, very old, ancient old.
Okay, y'all, let me ask y'all a question. According to his what he just laid out, if the Canaanites didn't believe or share the same culture as the Hebrews, ladies and gentlemen, and the Hebrews pop up in the same spot as the Canaanites, then how?
Because the Canaanites was first, and the Hebrews came out of the fucking Canaanites. Like I keep telling you.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Canaanites were enslaved and forced into Judaism. That's the black Hebrews that
What?
Hebrew Israelites claim to be. They don't claim to be the ones who made the religion, because they're not.
Y'all listen to him, man. Y'all gonna be drooling on your
Listen, y'all. The Judaism religion is propagated by Moses. What did Moses want? What was the basis crux of his argument? He wanted his people out of servitude from the people he's claiming to be, Afro-Asiatics. I want y'all to understand how simple, if you take it literally, it falls into history. It shows that they weren't there when black Hebrews say they were there, and they weren't there as long as they were there, as well as they weren't there and only mixed with Hebrew women. Because guess what, y'all? The book says they ain't take no women. The book says only men went into Egypt as slaves. So that means for them to continue the Hebrew line, they would have to propagate with African women, whether Afro-Asiatic, whether Nilo-Saharan, whether Bantu, I don't care. The point is, that's why they have you're only your father's son bullshit. Because the mother, this is also a practice you see Europeans have. This is also a practice you see Moors have.
The Bible practices patriarchy. That's the only reason.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with nothing else.
And we all, yes, it does. It has to do with exactly what I just said, y'all. The book that they claim is their holy grail starts with the crux of who they are. Starts with.
You got the definition of what a holy grail is, and you just about to start spitting some stupid shit.
What I'm telling y'all is this: Moses,
start using names.
Their book, their laws, statutes, and commandments. The book they follow.
They just ramping the old God up.
No, listen, y'all. Fuck the part about God. This, right? Fuck the part about God. I'm talking about who they are in this book.
I'm telling you, even the Hebrew culture tell you they ramped up their old God. They fucking blindfolded him.
Okay.
They put it, the Ark of the Covenant.
Okay, so listen, y'all. That's the Hebrews admitting.
The Holy Grail.
So listen, y'all. That's the Hebrews admitting that they God ain't the only God. That's the Hebrews admitting.
No, they switch religions. That's all it means.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, they didn't switch religions, y'all. The Canaanites.
Oh my God, this nigga wants shit to be the way he thinking.
Listen, no, it's easy because y'all, it's written down.
I just told this nigga what the Holy Covenant is, and he still can't.
I want y'all to hear me. This is why I have a problem with religious people, because they take the book and they twist the words. They won't.
Nah, you take it literally. That's my issue.
But I'm allowed to. But I'm allowed to. But listen, y'all, I'm allowed to, because they have to follow those laws literally?
Can you read what the stuff is about?
Ladies and gentlemen,
you start taking stuff
how come you are allowed to take certain parts and take them literally, like the law, statutes, and commandments, but the other things that God say is allegory? I want to ask y'all that.
I told you what the Ark of the Covenant is. That ain't got nothing to do
with I ain't arguing about no Ark of the Covenant. I'm arguing about who the Hebrews are according to their own book. That's what I'm arguing.
That's how I know who they is, because that's what.
No, listen, y'all. That's not how you know who they is. The fucking book say who they are. The book say they were slaves.
Now the book telling you who it is. What the?
Paco.
Man.
Paco, the
You
Torah.
believe in the book, but the book tells you
Paco, the Torah don't. Paco, the Torah. Listen, y'all. This is why he keeps saying things that have nothing to do with what I'm saying, because he's stuck. He cannot answer for why his book, the Hebrew Israelite book, the Judaism book, the Torah.
Everybody tells you they follow Hebrew customs and shit.
Listen,
bro.
y'all. Listen, y'all. The Torah. Listen,
man.
y'all. Listen. I fuck what he talking about. The Torah say that Moses' people was enslaved. This book is the book that was pushed by Moses. Moses is the most important character in this book except God, y'all. I want y'all to know this. Moses is the most important character because he is the one who was chosen to spread the true word of God according.
Thank you for telling everybody know that. Everybody already know that.
So what I want y'all to understand is this. Let's do the math. Canaan was a vassal of Egypt. That was Egypt's little sister. How come in their book they start off as slaves in Egypt? Think about this, people. Think about what is being said here. He's claiming to be both the enslaver.
You even taking Egypt literally. You don't be on some.
I want y'all to know he buck dancing like a motherfucker right now.
I'm not, y'all.
That's why he not answering nothing I'm saying. He talking about other stuff.
All right, now what you want to know?
I want to know, why do your book that makes you a Hebrew Israelite, that told you that you were the true children of God, why does that book say that it starts off with your people being enslaved? Why is the first mention of the children of Israel, the land that's promised? When the land was promised, they wasn't in the land, was they? No. That supposedly they were slaves in Egypt. So the question I'm asking him, y'all, is how can he be the people who came in?
It existed before Egypt, though, so.
No, it didn't.
I don't fucking know what the fuck.
Hebrew Israelite religion did not exist before Egypt. You see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Why you want me to be a Bible thumper? I'm telling you the truth.
What I'm telling y'all is this. How can he be a Hebrew Israelite and not follow the Torah?
I'm not a Hebrew Israelite.
So how do everybody have
My people were just that in a bloodline. That got nothing to do with me being a Hebrew Israelite or nobody else.
So let me get this right. I just want to make sure I ain't putting words in your mouth. Your people that are Native Americans follow a Hebrew Israelite culture, correct?
Yeah, they do. Even to this day.
Okay. Your people who are in Israel, I'm gonna say that. I don't know if I'm.
Matter of fact, K-Saw, they still follow Hebrew Israelite shit.
And that's
even the ones that you be talking about.
Okay.
The Native Americans.
Okay.
So,
you already said yes. You said yes.
Case closed.
You said yes. So the people in Israel follow a Hebrew Israelite culture, right?
All the Indians do.
I said in Israel.
To this day, they do.
All right, so the people.
I don't know what the fuck these fake ass Israel people do. I'm talking about the real fucking Israel. That's what I'm talking about.
So the people in India have a Hebrew Israelite culture too, right?
The people in who?
India.
Why now you talking to me about? Because I said India. Now you asking me about.
I'm asking you about
Hindustan.
I'm asking you about a multitude of places. I'm not asking you.
So now you ask me about Hindustan. What you want to know about Hindustan, bro?
I'm asking you, did the people in India that you said brought the creators of religion, according to you, did they have a Hebrew culture too?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
That's what I'm asking.
1,000%. That's where they even say it originated in this fake ass texts. Yes.
Okay. So listen, y'all. I want to continue my line of questioning because I just want him to continue to damn himself. So my next question is this. So
these are facts.
So my next question is this: the Hebrew Israelite religion is older than the Vedic religion?
No, not at all.
Okay, so how did the Vedics have a Hebrew Israelite religion?
Because Hebrew comes from fucking Hinduism, maybe.
So maybe the Hebrews have a Vedic religion and not the way you said it.
Say it again.
So maybe the Hebrews have a Vedic religion, not the way you said it. Maybe the Vedics don't have a Hebrew religion. Maybe the Hebrew.
The Hindus definitely don't have. That's the first religion. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so is Zoroastrianism older than Judaism and Christianity and Islam?
The first Islam, no.
So Zoroastrianism is not older than Judaism?
No. That's hard part because they came out around the same time, so I really don't know.
Did they really come out around the same time?
Yeah, maybe a couple hundred years apart. Yeah.
All right, I would say between 5 and 1,000. I'm with that. I think that Judaism and Islam is a couple hundred years apart, like you just said, like 200-300.
Well,
years.
one turned into Christianity, and the other one turned into Islam.
Well, Christianity,
that's the bottom line.
Christianity is both of them. They took parts from both of them.
But Islam is both of them.
Not really.
Both of them.
No, it's not.
They the same fucking religion. They fucking what they call it? Abrahamic.
What I'm saying is this. Okay, so let me break down what Abrahamic religions are. Abrahamic religions are the differences, the different teachings from his different sons. That's why they're not all exactly the same.
So they're the same then, right?
I agree with you that Judaism and Islam is the same and they have little differences. And Christianity took from both of them.
So that's why they all get along now, right?
Well, most of them don't.
I mean, they go to war.
I'm about to say, most of them don't get along.
They get along.
I mean, I don't know about all this getting along shit. I mean, I guess that depends on whose perspective you ask. The people they steal from don't think they get along. The people stuck in the middle.
Yeah, the people they steal from, not at all.
Okay, so I guess it would depend on the person's perspective. But my point is this. Are you Niger Congo or are you Afro-Asiatic? Because they're not.
I think they're the same people, so
they're not the
like
same.
I said,
Paco,
you can be more than one thing, bro.
No,
I'm sorry,
but what I'm asking
more than
you,
one or two things. I'm sorry.
But what I'm asking
I'm
you,
sorry, but you can.
What I'm
One way brains only want you to be one thing and stick with it, like. But that's not even how life works. So
yeah, but the point of what I'm saying is each one of the peoples of these places have their own distinct stories. And I say that to say this. The people who are Niger Congo speaking black Africans or brown Africans, whatever, those people are not Afro-Asiatics. So my point is, I'm positive. Genetically they're not the same.
Wow.
Okay, so let me explain to y'all this. Let me explain to y'all what Afro-Asiatics are. Afro-Asiatics, whether he wants to acknowledge this or not, are black people who left Africa and between North Africa.
Who that sound like to you? Who that sound like already to you?
Listen,
who the fuck it sound like to you already?
Between North Africa and India, different groups of these people mixed with different groups of
Who it sound like already? Who the fuck it get? Like, what are you talking about, man?
What I'm talking about is this, y'all.
You mentioning both of their stories, but you acting like they fucking different.
What I'm talking about is this, y'all. When this was going on, this
guy.
When this mixing that I speak of was going on, ladies and gentlemen, my ancestors were in West Africa and they had nothing to do with that. That's what I want y'all to know.
Don't compare me to your ancestors because we bounced. We went to Asia, we went to America.
I want y'all to know
West Africa.
This what I want y'all to know for a fact. I got a lot of black people in my family, right? And a lot of black people in my family is from different parts of the country. My grandfather's from New York. Well, he's born in South Carolina, raised in New York. My grandma's from North Carolina. I got family in Alabama. I've been around people in Augusta. I got family in North Carolina. It's like ridiculous. That's where the family reunion is at. But I want to show y'all, I want to make a point to y'all. The point is this. Our genetics say that we are a mixture of different groups of West Africans. Now, hold on. Yes, we do. Some of us have a particular couple groups of East Africans in us. But what I want y'all to understand is the reason why that genetic marker pops up is because of the Bantu expansion. It comes from okay, so what I want y'all to understand is the Bantu expansion is after pyramids. The Bantu expansion is after the the Olmecs.
But you still talking about the Bantu. The Bantu is part of the Niger Congo speaking people, which was around before that.
Correct. But the Niger Congo, and that's what I'm saying to him, y'all. He's right. The Bantu and Bantoids both come out. They are part of the Niger Congo language family. Correct. But guess who ain't? Egyptians, all Semitics, Canaanites.
But you frauding because it was
I'm not frauding, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how I'm not frauding. I'm gonna use another people group. I'm gonna use a completely different people group. When you go to the Iberian Peninsula, they call all the languages there Romance languages. They're all connected. We all know that story about the Moors going in 711 BC and them taking the Phoenician alphabet, and then you get the Greek alphabet, blah, blah, blah. We all know that story. But let's talk about the people right next to them, the Slavics, who language don't come from the Moors, who language comes from a different people group. And now, so now listen, the point is this, y'all. Now the point is this, y'all. Slavic people now have different languages. All Slavic ain't the same, just like all Romance languages ain't the same.
Yo, can you please just go back to the history books and see how Moors made Islam?
So the question is this, y'all. So the question is this, y'all. How would Niger Congos and Afro-Asiatics be the same people according to him when they don't have the same language and they don't come from the same parts of Africa?
Because they the same fucking people, and I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
See, y'all, the same way a Brazilian is not a Chilean or a Venezuelan
or a nigga from up in North America.
But they are niggas in the same way we are. They are.
They is niggas.
They black people are correct, but everybody.
Look at the Hebrew chart.
But everybody ain't black. And listen, y'all, that the Hebrews got this chart, right? He's talking about how old their religion is, right? But they stole it from a newer religion, Rastafarianism. So imagine that. The Hebrews here in America who go back to 1960, y'all. There is no mention of black people claiming to be Hebrews in America before 1960. It started with a man named Ben Israel. And Ben Israel had the first Moorish church in America.
Rastafarianism and Hebrew say they the tribe of Dan. So...
But listen, y'all. But Rastafarianism ain't Hebrew, ain't Judaism.
They Hebrew.
No, they not. They Rastafarian. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all.
Give me the belt, yo.
Listen, y'all. Rastafarian. Now he going. Now listen. This is what he does. Now he gonna claim somebody else. Listen. Now he gonna claim somebody else's religion under his flag. That's what he done, y'all. That's what he just did. He just said that Judaism. He just said that Judaism is all right. So Judaism is.
Give me the spine, yo.
So listen, y'all. Judaism mean you gotta go back to Ethiopia, like Haile Selassie said.
Nah, you done. Rastafarianism is Hebrew. You're done.
Listen, y'all.
You're finished here.
It's not. It's his own religion.
You're done.
No, ain't no next nothing. It's his own.
Do you see they fucking priests with the fucking real Jewish shit on?
Listen, y'all. Listen. I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to hear me. Rastafarianism.
They not the tribe of Dan.
Listen, y'all. They stole the 12 tribes chart from Rastafarianism, and now he's claiming it's Judaism. When we all know that Rastafarianism is about going back to Ethiopia, like Haile Selassie preached.
It's Judaism, period.
So is Judaism about going back to Ethiopia, y'all?
Because why is you thinking that everything got to go back to fucking Israel? Is the
I ain't say where it had to go back.
Ethiopia ain't Israel.
Because I know it's not. Because you know how I know it's not, y'all? Listen, y'all. You know how I know it's not? Because he admitted earlier that the Canaanites are the first black Hebrews.
They don't even know if it's where they at right now.
Listen, y'all. He himself admitted that the Canaanites are the first black Hebrews. Where is Canaan at? Man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, where is Canaan and where is Ethiopia?
The fucking Haile Selassie and them is fucking Jews.
Listen,
what the fuck is
y'all.
wrong with you, man?
So how do Haile Selassie preach a different religion if he a Jew?
He not. He teaching Judaism.
He ain't teaching Rastafarianism?
That is Judaism, bro.
So Rastafarian, so Judaism is based on the same thing as Rastafarianism.
No, Rastafarianism is based on Judaism. That's it.
But what I'm asking you is this: the point is this? Are the Rastafarianism? I don't want to say law, statutes, and commandments, because all right, let's do it like this. Do Hebrews believe in Jesus? He know where I'm going with this, y'all.
Some of them do.
Are they supposed to? I mean, I could be wrong. I was told that Hebrews are supposed to.
I mean, everybody got their own type of Jesus, though. That's why I'm trying to.
But what I'm saying is this. I was told that the real Hebrew Israelites, from the niggas on the corner down there where D work, They said they don't subscribe to no fucking Jesus. They don't subscribe to no New Testament. They said
Most of them don't. Some of them do.
They said as far as you should be going if you're a real
Listen
Hebrew.
to different Israelite groups. That's why they beef so much, because some of them do and some of them don't.
The one boy was saying the farthest you should go is the Talmud.
When they say Yahshua, you made me forget how they say it, but yeah, the son of fucking the Most High. That's what they saying. Yahshua High Majid, or Ben Majid.
But what I'm saying is, according to the book, ain't no mention of Jesus in the Torah, right?
I'm gonna say not necessarily, but it does have like some
Some
characteristics of the people they call Jesus. Yeah,
but Jesus don't come to the New Testament.
They call it the Mahdi. The Mahdi is coming. Like,
but what I'm saying is, without any different interpretations of it, Jesus or Yeshua or whatever you want to call him, he ain't mentioned until
they call him the Mahdi. But yeah, he there.
He ain't mentioned to the New Testament, right? He not in the Torah. So what I'm saying
the Mashiach HaMajid is.
But you saying that's Jesus. This is the first time I ever heard that that's Jesus. I never heard nobody say that. So
Hebrews say it every time they talk.
So all right. Let me get to my point because it's just getting drawn out. The point is this.
You've been cut.
The point is this, y'all. The point is this, y'all. I can tell you one of the main principles that Rastafarianism is based on, that no Hebrew Israelite.
It's Judaism. That's it.
Listen, y'all. That no Hebrew Israelite is ever going to say that they agree with.
They love Hebrew Israelites.
He ain't hear what I said. I said I'm gonna make one statement that no Hebrew about Rastafarianism that no Hebrew Israelite is gonna agree with. I don't care if they subscribe to Jesus or not. Rastafarianism and Rastafarians believe Haile Selassie is the second coming of Jesus.
For sure.
You won't find no Hebrew Israelites that agree with him. Not one. You will not find any Hebrew Israelite that will say Haile Selassie is fucking the second coming of Jesus.
Judah don't say that, no.
I'm saying this. I'm saying this. Rastafarianism is based on that. Rastafarianism is based on Haile Selassie being a prophet, preaching for them to go back to Ethiopia.
No, it's just saying that he the latest Mahdi.
What I'm telling y'all is this. But Hebrew Israelites don't subscribe to that.
No.
Okay, that's my point.
We Judah. We ain't subscribing to that.
But they claim to be the Lion of Judah.
They the law.
So what I'm saying is, y'all don't follow the law. Or what you saying is, if you calling them the law, y'all don't follow the law. Because what the law believes is Jah is Rasta's Akor, Haile Selassie, the Emperor of Ethiopia between 1930 and 1974. Central importance. Many regard him as
the difference is they say Jah, we say Yah.
But what I'm saying is this. The point I'm trying to make is this. We know that Rastafarianism starts where?
Ethiopia.
That's what I'm with you, right? So now the people in Jamaica is the people who developed this religion, right? In the 1930s.
They went over there and Haile Selassie was like, yo, y'all the tribe of Dan. Y'all ain't know?
So what I'm saying is that ain't what Haile Selassie preaches. Haile Selassie.
That's the teachings.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Jamaica is the tribe of Dan.
His teachings, Paco, is that they going back to where?
Ethiopia, the tribe of Dan, returning back to the great what is it called? Israel.
But what I'm saying to you is that what Hebrew Israelites believe?
Nah, not at all.
That's my point.
They all talking about around the same tectonic plate, bro.
So what I'm saying is this.
They all talking about the same tectonic
So what I'm
plate
saying
there.
is, well, Africa is one tectonic plate, so I'm not even gonna get into a stupid discussion
it's not the
like
same
that.
as, but Israel on that same tectonic plate.
It's all because it's all Africa, genius.
Yeah, ain't that what I just said?
All right, so what I'm explaining to y'all is this: he don't connect himself to them other people that's on that same tectonic plate. So how can that be an excuse to use now in his argument?
Because geographically, nobody knows where Israel is, but bro.
What I'm explaining,
They in the same territory.
So geographically, we don't know where Israel is or where Canaan is, right?
I know where Jerusalem is, and
We don't, but we don't know where Canaan is, right?
that's Virginia.
We don't know but we don't know where Canaan is, right?
I say it's California. That's what I say.
But what I'm saying is, do anybody else say that? Is there any evidence to support that Canaan is California?
Not that you won't believe, no.
All right, I mean, is there any evidence out there anywhere? Is there anybody who's saying the same thing you saying right now, that Canaan is California?
Aslan, where the Aztecs really was on their Hebrew shit when they took over Aslan, which is California, Arizona, Seattle,
So you
Nevada,
saying so now you teaching me more. You teaching me more. So now the Aztecs was in California.
for sure.
I never heard that till just now, yo.
I'm glad I'm teaching you these things. Just look up Aslan, and you'll realize that you're gonna find a lot of Hebrew Aztec shit right there in front of your face, and you're gonna be like, "Pop, I got this new information," and I'm like, "I've been told you that, bro."
All right, I heard what you said.
They carried the Ark of the Covenant.
So what I'm gonna ask, what I want,
Mexico, bro.
What I want to ask is this.
Hebrew.
When you look
Aztecs,
up, when you look up Aslan, right?
Aslan, go ahead, buddy.
I'm asking you, does
Utah, Bible land, for sure.
So
everybody visits Utah right the fuck now and tell you that it's Bible land, all Bible land.
So what I'm asking you is this, and it says, and they got evidence that those people are Aztecs?
For sure. They came and killed the fucking Mayans. They came and killed the fucking Mayans and took over that land. They came, listen to me. They came and killed the Mayans and took over that land in the name of Hebrew shit. Nigga.
So you saying, so now Aztecs and Mayans was up there?
Nah, Mayans was down South America.
Okay, so they killed the Mayans in South America.
Before the Aztec got there. The Aztec was invaders, if you didn't know.
The Aztec
was invaders with dreads and shit, like.
How you spell Aslan?
Azlan.
And just put in Aslan, Utah?
Aslan, Utah, Aslan, California, however you want to do it, bro. However you want to do it, bro. When they carried around the Ark of the Covenant and was fucking people up. Doing all the Hebrew stuff.
So you saying like in like 1980 something? I mean 18 something, right?
No.
Well, that's what I'm reading is saying.
Well, you gotta read deeper, my guy. All the white people go to Utah. All the black people go to Utah for pilgrimage because they all know the spiritual niggas go there. They all know that is fucking Bible land for real. That's period. I can't teach this man, yo. He didn't even know that. No wonder.
I mean,
that's the problem.
I don't see anything about the Bible. I don't see anything about Hebrew Israelites. I don't see anything. This right here says
Hebrew Israel. What the fuck?
This right here says the 7 groups, being of similar linguistic groups, left their respective caves and settled as one group near Aslan. According to some accounts, the 7 groups' arrival at Aslan was preceded by the arrival of a group known as the Chichimicas or something. Chichimicas.
I know what you're talking about. That's Edom. Yeah.
Who were considered to be less civilized than the 7 Nahua groups. The Mexica were the last group to travel to Aslan, and may have been slowed down due to a lengthy drought between 1100 and 1200 AD. I mean 1300 AD. So I don't see Paco. You know that was like less than 2,000 years ago, right?
How old is the like?
I don't know about these people. You're telling me about them, but you're trying to use it as some form of.
You just ran into it and thinking you about to tell me about it.
I'm just telling you what it says. I'm not. I don't know nothing about who these people are. What I'm trying to find a.
You just told me Esau was there and Judah fucking.
I don't know who that other Native American people was.
Them Chichewas, whatever they is, that's Esau, brother. They know they call themselves Esau, brother. What?
All right, now I got the real deal. All right, they speak that language I told you about. Natal is the ancestral home of the Aztec people. Aztec of Natal.
Oh, cut.
Paco.
He bleeding out, guys. I'm just gonna watch it.
Paco, I want you to watch it because it says they're from Mexico, not Utah. It says that they migrated to Utah. They're from Mexico. Like,
what did I just say?
So what I'm explaining to you, so what I'm saying is to you, how are you saying that the migration was before they have evidence for it? So okay, this is here goes the part I'm talking about. Natal legends relate to 7. So okay, how come they got 7 tribes and you got 12?
Nobody knows where all the tribes are, bro. 7 tribes is enough. Is a super cut for you.
But you say
a lot of tribes.
But just because you got 7 tribes, that means it's connected to Hebrew.
That don't mean Dan went. That don't mean Issachar.
What I'm asking you is what I'm asking. Okay. So what I'm asking you is this. So all
you
these.
You can go a little higher and find the Canadians.
So how come if these people was here 100,000 years ago that they moving? So how come if these people was here 100,000 years ago they moving around in 1064 CE? If these people was around for 100,000 years, how come they was only moving around for the last 2,000?
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
If the people were here for 100,000 years, so this is a painting that shows, it says depiction of departure from Aslan, an island in the 16th century. So what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to figure out how come everybody else is saying that this shit is like 3,000 years, 2,000 and some change after Egypt, and you like using it in your argument for something like Hebrew Israelites religion is older than this. These people been here, Paco. This
I'm not understanding where you're trying to confuse me at. Like,
what I'm trying to figure out is how are these people Hebrews when they have obviously been where they are at longer.
Because nobody called themselves Hebrews, buddy.
So how do they have a Hebrew culture?
Because they do.
How do you know that? Yeah, but how come that can't be their culture? But how come that can't be their culture? I'll give you a prime example.
Ain't you cut?
I'm not. I don't.
It is their culture.
How? Paco, but you said that they got a Hebrew culture. No. I think Hebrew shit is I think that Hebrew shit is Hebrew shit. I think that what you saying is that morals is Hebrew. I think that
they was cutting people fucking heads off on this route. What are you?
Is that the Hebrew culture?
Okay, what's moral about that?
Is that the Hebrew culture?
Right, because they will call them
No.
Hebrews.
All right, okay. So what I'm
nothing stupid like that.
So let me ask you this: them people in them Native Americans, them Aztecs, they're Afro-Asiatics, Paco?
Oh yeah.
They are.
Sure.
They are.
Yeah.
So where do Mexicans come from?
Who?
Mexicans.
Oh, they had their own little scuffle with the Europeans. What they call them, the Spanish people.
So I'm asking you, where did they come from? If they're not a result of Native Americans, what are they a result of? You
could tell they got black in them and Spanish.
Well, all Mexicans don't. You're making that
black ass Mexicans that been there from the beginning.
They got black Mexicans. We agree there. Okay,
And that's the
continue.
ones I'm talking about. The only ones I'm
What I'm
talking about.
asking you is the other Mexicans. What I'm asking you is the other. We know there's an extreme.
The
There's a.
amalgamated Spaniards.
What I'm saying.
No.
No, I'm not talking about the white Mexicans. I'm talking about the red Mexicans. Where did they come from? Who are
They're
they?
new and they Spaniard.
They're new. When did they get here?
They was born there.
No. When did their ancestors get to America? Because they're Asian, right?
Mexicans are Asians?
Yes. The red ones are, yes. Mexican, see, this is what you, these are the things you don't know. Mexican DNA traces back to Asia. Yes. They're Mongoloids. So when they.
Yeah, they got Mongoloid.
No. They're primarily, they have us in them. They have white in them. This is what I was telling you about people who are primarily something.
Why are you asking me where they came from if they just mixed people that was born on
No, listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I mean with everybody here in America. We're gonna use America for an example. I'm only gonna name three people, and all three people is gonna have the same thing in common. Okay? Let's start with the red people I'm talking about. The Mexicans that are not black and are not white. Those Mexicans go back to Asians. Now let's talk about the white Mexicans. White Mexicans go back to Europeans. Let's talk about the black Mexicans. Black Mexicans go back to Africans. So what I'm asking, so yes, they do.
Okay.
Listen, not only do they not only that, y'all. Some of them have broken African language in their language in South America. Not only that, I sent him just the other day a list of like 80 different African religions that are practiced in South America.
So?
That listen, y'all, they got their religion from Africans, but they not Africans. These people had religion, y'all, according to him. Now I want to tell y'all what.
No, hold on. They got their shit from. It's actual Africans that live in South America that got their culture from.
So what I'm asking y'all is this.
That's
Listen, no, I'm not, y'all. I'm telling y'all what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that they have multiple religions that come from African religions.
Africans got their own towns in South America. Their own fucking.
Listen,
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I'm telling y'all what I'm talking about. There's a big parade where millions of people every year in Brazil, and these people celebrate African religion. See, these people know that they're African because they know.
Celebrate Chinese religion too.
Where?
All in South America. That's why
who?
The Chinese people go there.
Where? What country does this go on at? Because then I could find it.
Brazil, fucking.
So listen, y'all. In Brazil, the most African place in South America. Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all. Listen, I'm telling y'all the facts. Listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all the facts. Samurai. I'm not even getting into those samurai debates. Listen, y'all. Brazil is the blackest place in South America, and those black people identify with African religion. So if Africans didn't come over here and create those black people in Brazil, why do they have an African religion, yo?
Because Brock making a lot of shit up that's just circling in his head. If you can't tell.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do now is look up Afro.
You already done raised your eyebrow on the Aslan stuff, so you're
yeah, but listen, y'all, it's the same thing as the Etruscans and the Moors.
Notice that I don't go to Google whatsoever.
Listen, y'all, I don't give and y'all want to notice something about that? He be wrong 99% of the time.
So everything I taught you was wrong that you spit out your mouth that I taught you.
You didn't teach me shit except for tell me wrong things that you think. That's all you ever
I just
do.
told you the whole all that
okay,
shit,
but Paco, the Aslan shit, they not Negroes. Aztecs are not Negroes.
So now that you know so much about it, now they not Negroes?
No, what I know about Aztecs, no. Listen, y'all, I don't know nothing. Listen, y'all, I don't know nothing about the place he was talking about. I know about, listen, y'all, I studied Aztecs before. This is how I know that Aztecs and Mayans don't start building shit until after Olmecs are there. Listen, y'all, people. They everywhere in the world they say Olmecs is the first civilization in America.
Cause you listening to the wrong fucking people.
Well, who was building before them? I'll wait while I look up what I'm looking up.
Who the fuck knows, brother?
So listen, y'all. He don't know. He He don't know, right? But he claiming that
No,
I'm.
I read the facts that when the Olmecs got here, they had to take over somebody's stuff.
All right, listen, y'all.
That's common fucking sense.
Listen, y'all. I didn't
Common
listen.
fucking sense,
Listen,
yo.
y'all. He's saying he read that, right? The one thing I know, cause I never read that.
He thinks nobody was here.
Listen, y'all.
And then all of a sudden, some Olmecs people came.
Y'all. That's not what I
everybody
said.
else was red or something.
Yo, that's not what I said. What I said was we know Luzia and Naia and they people were here. We know that amongst other people. We know that people are claiming that the Bering Strait crossing started, even though it was more than one migration. It was 3 migrations out of this area that lasted a few hundred or a few thousand years. I can't remember. Anyway, the point of it is this. I acknowledge that they have found Luzia, they found Naia, they found the Ansik boy. The Ansik boy is older than the Olmecs. The Kenwick man is older than the Olmecs. Here's the thing that he won't acknowledge because he's saying now he's going to say it comes from white people.
Actually, I hit you back out, this lady.
Okay, I'm going to finish this. Go ahead.
All
So
right.
listen, this is the point. At the end of the day, he don't believe that these people come from Asia. So according to all the evidence, these people come from Asia. Now, I can't even pronounce these Jones. Candomblé, Bantu, JG, Kitu, these are in Brazil. So they got a language. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this when I talk.